Hey guys, welcome to Lasky Scale Specialties, video number 2. If you checked out video number 1, I just want to say thanks. I really appreciate it. And if you subscribe, thanks even more. Hopefully we'll get this thing building. So, video number 2, what I wanted to do first was news and events related to Lasky Scale Specialties. One of the things I didn't mention in the first video is besides the vending of the products and so forth, we're also getting into promoting some shows. And we dipped our toe into this last year at the LA Roadster show. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's the LA Roadsters Club. It's a long-standing club. They're probably about 60 years old, out of LA. And every year for, I think, 57 years now, they've had an event. And it's now held at the Pomona Fairplex, where the NHRA track is, and it's called the LA Roadster Show and Swap. And it's been a very traditional show, always held on Father's Day, very highly attended. Well, last year in 2016, they decided they wanted to have a model show there. So, in a roundabout way, I ended up getting contacted about it, and ended up organizing a show there. And it went really great. I was really happy with it for our first show. We only had about 6 weeks to get the word out, so it was kind of tough, not highly attended, but the response was really good. So, come around to 2017, and we held the show again. It was held on Father's Day, and we had double the attendance we had the first year. We had a much better booth setup and everything went really well. So I was really excited. So I wanted to thank Chazz Kustoms YouTube channel for coming out, and Chazz actually won one of the awards. And SeeNoEvil builds, Ryan came out with some great builds, and I really wanted to just thank you guys for supporting our show. One of the things that was really cool about this show is we have a true People's Choice Awards. You know, sometimes you go to a model show and they have a People's Choice, but they're really handing out ballots to builders and then builders' friends and that kind of thing, and you don't really get a true People's Choice. But with this show, it's very public facing. We have a lot of public people to choose from, and so we hand out ballots for a period of time to only the public, and they vote. And we had like 80 votes in an hour, voting for 5 models each, so it's a lot of votes to tabulate, and then we give away 5 People's Choice Awards to the top 5 guys. And it works out really well, engages the public. Those 80 people are looking at every single model on the table and picking their favorites, and it's just really a lot of fun. And another highlight this year, we also had some special awards. We had a Best Engine, which was awarded by Mike Herman from H&H Flatheads, and he had a booth there. And we had a Best Paint Award, which was awarded by Gene Winfield, the legendary Gene Winfield. He was gracious enough on the weekend of his 90th birthday to come over to the model show and choose a winner for us. So it was really exciting for everybody. So just a little bit about that. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that participated in that show, and hopefully we're going to be doing a lot more shows in the future, and definitely hopefully the Roadster show next year. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys what I had on the bench at the moment. It's a kit here. It's from American Racing Miniatures. It actually was originally produced by a guy named Chris Etzel out of Indiana, and then I'm not sure when he stopped, but Chris used to produce these kits and gave it up. And then the guys from American Racing Miniatures decided to resurrect it. They bought Chris's masters and started producing these kits. And my dad actually bought this at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway when we were there in 2015 at the memorabilia show where the ARM guys were selling the kit. And he picked this up, and I told him I'd build it for him. So what this is, it's the 1928 Stutz Black Hawk of Frank Lockhart. And it was a land speed record car. And Frank Lockhart won the Indy 500 and when he was in his early 20s, and built this car to do land speed record attempt. Now he ended up crashing it twice, and the second time he actually lost his life in the accident, which was very unfortunate because he was actually kind of a boy genius, and he probably had a lot of great things to come. But anyway, it's a cool model of a cool car, and wanted to show it to you guys. Still working on it here, and I'm just going to hold it up for now. Maybe in the future, as I get used to this, we'll find better ways to display it. But I got it painted. I used Tamiya paint, and then actually put some urethane clear on it. But for the first time, I'm actually going to weather a build. I haven't done that before. I don't build military subjects. I stick mostly to race cars and such. But I did try and do a little bit of panel line fading on the wheel covers. And I currently have the front wheel covers off because I had to get into the exhaust ports here to do a little bit of weathering on the exhaust there. But anyway, it's a cool kit, very nicely cast, and doesn't have a whole lot of parts. So I thought it would go quick, but of course things always come up. Had problems with the paint and whatever. But I'm actually going to weather it some more. I'm going to paint it flat, polish out some of the surfaces so it shows that it's you know, a shiny paint, but looks well used. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to mount it on a base and try and put some sand, because he actually attempted to do the record on the sand at Daytona Beach. So really cool model. I might put up some stills with the video. We'll see how that all goes. But anyway, this is what I got going on. But there's one other thing about this that that's pretty cool. About 12 years ago, my dad gave me this piece. Where did I put it? And it's actually like a cam retainer or something like that. And if you look closely, it's actually says F. Lockhart on there. And when my dad bought the model, he bought this book, and there's some pictures of the car in assembly, and I could actually find the cam cover right there. So I thought that's pretty bitchin'. So I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to mount it with the model, and I think it's going to be a pretty unique situation. I mean, this thing's from 1928, so it's coming up on 90 years old. So pretty cool. But anyway, that's what I got going, and just I'll give you some updates on my next video. Thanks for tuning in. Hit subscribe and check out LaskyScale.com. Thanks. Bye, guys.